I'm a Bishop Celso by Shwe, a Bishop of Loikaw Diocese. I understand that a bishop has a great responsibility for the people entrusted to him, not only for the spiritual well-being, but also for the physical well-being, especially in times of crisis and great difficulties. The Diocese of Loikaw, therefore, is actively involved in the emergency humanitarian response where the people were gravely affected by the outbreak of the pandemic or natural disaster or man-made disaster like armed conflict and war, of course, through its social and pastoral arms of KMSS and the DERT, the Diocese Emergency Response Teams. 2020 general election was just finished, and with the people of Myanmar, we have a great hope for the prosperity and genuine peace in our country as the NLD led by Daw Aung San Suu Kyi won the election. We widely dream about education of our young people. In the diocesan level, we prepare to contribute whatever we can to the development of our small Kaya state, especially in the sectors of education and healthcare. But things change upside down after the coup. People's desire and their genuine vote in the election was completely denied. Peaceful demonstration was brutally cracked down, and armed conflicts started in May 2021. Thousands of civilians' houses were destroyed or burned down. Hundreds of thousands of civilians were forced to be displaced. They had to live in the makeshift tents, in the unsafe displaced camps, in the jungle or in the remote villages. They are urgently in need of food, shelter, and proper health care. Hospitals stopped functioning. Thousands of school-age children cannot go to school, and our young people lost education opportunity. It means that they lost their future. Out of 41 parishes in the Diocese of Loikaw, 31 parishes are displaced and temporarily closed down. More than 40 religious-related buildings got destroyed or burned down, including parish churches, village chapel, religious convents, parish hall, preschool, boarding houses, home for the ages, formation houses, and diocese-run clinics. Finally, we have to leave from the cathedral and the Diocesan Pastoral Center on 27 November 2023. The Catholic population of the Diocese of Loikaw is about 89,000, and now almost 70,000 are displaced. Priests and religious sisters, including myself, are now displaced along with our people, going on here and there across the diocese. Indiscriminate shooting, artillery shelling, airstrike, and bombardment can happen anywhere and anytime. It means that nowhere is safe. People live in the constant fear, and we ourselves are deeply traumatized. When I was on the way to a remote parish for the pastoral children, we stopped for lunch in the jungle near a small river. There we met a group of ladies, 5 or 6 of them, chanted wildly of revolutionary songs. When we approached them, we recognized some of them were our parishioners. When I asked them why they come here in this jungle and make so noisy, they said they came here to bust up or to open up their hearts, which are so tense or full of confusion. One of the lady asked me, Father, will we win in this revolution? And I said, I don't know. And she said, no, Father, you must say that we will win because we have lost everything. We have given up everything. And she told her story. I married a Buddhist man. He's very good husband to me. Our house has been destroyed. We had to flee our home for safety. We have my old mother with us. She is 84. We have also my younger sister who was deeply traumatized and is now out of her mind because her son joined the resistance groups and died in an armed clash. She would cry every day. And whenever my mother saw my sister cry, she would scold me and my husband. Why you don't care for your sisters? And she scolded us every day. My husband got upset with my mother. He told me, why your mother scold us every day? We are taking care of her. We are taking care of your sisters. Why she scold us every day? I cannot stay here. And he left me. So what life is meaning for me? Now, I lost my house. I lost my property. My nephew died. My sister got crazy. And now my husband left me. My family has been broken. What is meaning for me in life? So this is important that we must win, Father. We must win this revolution. This is what she said. So you can imagine how many families have the same problems and the same horrible experience because of these conflicts. We need to make a change. Yes, this is what Myanmar people is asking for and longing for. A change in this country. I'm sure that world is not the change Myanmar people want. And war is not the answer to bring about the change in this country. So what we need to make the change, war must be stopped. Violence must be stopped. Oppression must be stopped. Dictatorship must be stopped. Only non-violence, only respect of human dignity and solidarity, only justice with mercy, and only love and compassion that we need to make the change. In short, conversion of heart is needed to make the change. I'm very encouraged to see many of our Catholics displaced people holding their faith in God in the midst of great difficulties. Almost in every camp where there are Catholics, there's a place for worship, a place for prayer, or temporary chapel, let us say, made of bamboo and tarpaulin. Every evening, they would gather to pray the rosary. And they ask priests to come and celebrate the Holy Eucharist on Sunday. When there is faith in God, there is always hope. I would like to quote the Catechism of Pope Francis on the Christian hope. It is very important because hope never disappoints. Optimism disappoints, but hope doesn't. We have such need in this time which appear dark, in which we sometimes feel disoriented at the evil and violence which surround us, at the distress of so many of our brothers and sisters. We need hope. We feel disoriented and even discouraged because we are powerless, and it seems this darkness will never end. But we must not let hope abandon us, because God, with His love, works with us. I hope because God is beside me, we can all say this. Each one of us can say, I hope, I have hope. We have hope because God works with me. He works and He holds my hand. God does not leave us to ourselves.